look at the front of the car. As you know, the eyes determine our expression. They show character, determination, and as well, intelligence. First, the triangular light signature you can see here. This is a new icon that for the first time ever as well, with the illuminated logo, create a strong identity of CUPRA. One of the most characterful parts of the car, of the front, is what we call it the front mask. You can see here the dark area on the front of the vehicle. This, like a superhero, provides a sporty, a unique identity. As well, our sensual surfaces of the bonnet create in a V-shape, create the maximum tension all around the front. Now, if you follow to the side, I will explain you a bit the amazing proportion of the car. So the side of the Tavascan has extremely sporty proportion. We have a 4,64 length with the big wheels actually located very on the corners, creating a short overhangs on the front and in the rear. For us, for designers, this is always a sign of sportiness. Our A-pillar, you feel it here, always push the cabin forward, and as well, make that the roof look almost floating on top of the car. A drop-in line that actually creates this coupe effect that provides a maximum feeling of speed. As well, the weight line that is coming from the rear, pushing forward, they create such a nice sculptural and combination of light and shadow. Extremely sensual surface all around the CUPRA Tavascan. If you come to the rear, we will say that believe that actually the center of everything is the logo. It's like the heart of the car. And for this reason, from the logo illuminated as well, they express the light to the corners, creating a very emotional design. As well, the integrated spoiler creates the perfect downforce, and as well, together with the iconic seats on the side, the perfect aerodynamic performance. Something that as well provides the perfect stance on the road. So now, if we talk about the interior of the car, so the CUPRA Tavascan presents a revolutionary design based on three main elements. The first one, the center spine. For us, this is like a piece of art. The most iconic piece of this interior that shows the skeleton that supports the whole dashboard. The second, the copper blade, designed this time in a V shape, dynamic blade that maximizes the feeling of speed in the cabin. As you know, the copper is our brand ID material. We use it actually to highlight all the themes of design. And finally, the third level, the top of the dashboard that treated as a floating wing which complete the sculptural and futuristic interior. For designers, it's very important to have what we call it the wow effect, something that the people really, when they sit inside, they feel in love somehow. And this we do it actually applying what we call the magic elements. One of them, the progressive ambient light with a parametric patterns on the doors that create an immersive experience. Another one, when you sit in the car, the driver-oriented central display, which is easy to use, intuitive, and with improved performance. The sporty progressive seats with fading perforation optimize ergonomics and reach a new limits of sportiness. All of this create a unique and characterful design language of the CUPRA Tavascan. Thank you very much, and now welcome back to Bernard to the stage.
So thank you very much, Jorge, for this emotional design presentation. Now it's time to put some figures behind the emotions. So the Tavascan will be available in two different setups. The endurance version with 210 kilowatts and the VZ with 250 kilowatts. The Tavascan VZ adds dual motor all-wheel drive with the following peak power outputs. Rear motor 210 kilowatts, front motor 80 kilowatts. With this, we can send up to 30% of the vehicle's power to the front, making sure that we have the best in case of performance and traction. Add to this impressive torque of 545 Newton meters in the rear, and 134 Newton meters in the front. With these values, you can really expect a very, very agile car. Let's talk about acceleration, because it's still the common value. 50 kilometers per hour we reach after 2.4 seconds, and 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds. The whole setup of the Tavascan makes him an unforgettable driving experience. But when we talk about electric cars, key factors are also range and charging times. The Tavascan provides enough capacity for a range up to 550 kilometers thanks to the 77 kilowatt-hour net battery. In terms of charging, you can add 100 kilometers of range in just 7 minutes, and you can charge from 10 to 80% in half an hour.